Welcome to Christian Statesman. I'm your host, Zach Wagner, and this is episode 121. Does public opinion matter? In a critical aspect of diverse opinion on current events, hopium to some, dastardly conspiracy theory to others, we need to understand that the U.S. military is aware of all the shenanigans surrounding the 2020 election, and well may be plotting a course to set things right. This is a comforting thought to those who look at the election as problematic, who have read Sidney Powell's 270-page report on the subject, or watched Mike Lindell's documentary, or who just plain dislike interference and corruption. But is this a practical train of thought? If you follow such insiders as Juan O. Savin or Simon Parkes, they will tell you things are happening, but our patriot soldiers need to get public opinion on their side before action can take place. How realistic is this? If you continue to listen to people like General Michael Flynn or others in the patriot community, they continue to allege that justice is coming through specific action. A figure that is thrown around as a needed 70% disapproval rating for Biden in order that the cleansing can commence. For those who are watching this country's rights, legacy, and economy being disassembled by the ne'er-do-wells in Washington, this is a scenario that must be forthcoming if America is to survive. If the cavalry is coming, what might that look like? And does the military really care about the public opinion if they see an imminent threat? One thing that we must understand is that those who serve faithfully in our military serve under a pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States. They serve under a strict hierarchical structure, that is for certain, but they also have a higher duty to respond to extra-constitutional threats if they clearly see them. In other words, if our military command structure has solid, incontrovertible evidence that the 2020 election was interfered with by foreign powers, and or that those in civilian leadership are compromised by those foreign powers to the point that they are a threat to national security, not only do they have the right to respond to these things, they have a sworn duty to do so. We believe they have all the evidence they need. Our current and ex-military sources here at Christian Statesman have several common themes in their current assessment. One is that it looks like a significant portion of the command structure of the military, the flag officers who actually control military assets, are not in line with the current civilian administration. This means they are not under control of the current President, Secretary of Defense, or other civilian resources they consider compromised. Under who or exactly how they are functioning is not clear, but my sources unanimously point out the data points that come to this conclusion. The second point is that it is becoming more and more obvious to the civilian population that Biden is not in control of anything. He is a quasi-senile empty vessel, a puppet and figurehead for whoever is calling the shots in the current administration. If we combine these points, it is clear that the situation is unsustainable. Biden is a green-screened, CGI-enhanced reality show which is not connected to any political reality the average citizen would actually desire. So the question on any patriot's mind is, how do we extricate ourselves from these problems? If any listeners are thinking we should get back to the court systems or hold new elections, you can just stop right there. It is clear these systems are corrupted and broken. Any appeal to those places will remedy nothing. The only way out is likely a military solution. If there is to be a change, it has to come through military channels. But again, how does such action be undertaken without setting the entire country on fire, ideologically or strategically speaking? It is a difficult situation. Clearly, having public opinion against the Biden administration would be helpful, but it is likely not enough. Not enough Americans are awake to the degree of usurpation of their government, attendant bureaucracies, and thus their very liberties. However this plays out, whether no action occurs and we descend into the gaping jaws of the international Great Reset, or whether there is a patriot resurgence with active military tribunals, it will be problematic. It is hard to see any peaceful way out of the situation we now find ourselves in. It is our hope that the public continues to realize that the current direction this country is being turned does not benefit them at all. We hope, at whatever level you are able to perceive, that you understand our current course will end in trouble. At this point, we have to pick our poison. a patriot resurgence to cleanse our country from within, or an erosion and eventual destruction of our economy and way of life in preparation for an imposed international order. It is a difficult choice, but one which we should all be clear on eventually. Thank you for being with us. Please subscribe, and as always, have a blessed day.